all right, Gedaliah, you wanted to come after me, and the only way you could do it was to create a straw man, to create an argument that I didn't make. So let's get into it.
So shouldn't I believe the description that the scriptures give? Right. The white man don't believe that because he understands the power of it. If we unlock that our king, the powers that we just went through all the scriptures about, and we realize that he black, problem. That's an issue. Give me that video real quick. You saw the one I put in there, right? Okay, so it's downloading. Okay. So in that description that he gave us, that what they call it, the translation, or not translation, the commentary that he gave us, it said that all of that was metaphorical. Now watch this. So this Edomite right here troll my page every day. I'm starting to think he's a sodomite. He probably is. But watch this, play it.
About Hebrew Israelites in 2819 church. Not surprising. I knew this was going to happen a while ago. They showed up and they were making a big deal out of it, trying to act like they did something, trying to condemn 2819 church. And it's really hilarious, but this is just clout chasing. They're trying to get people to look at them because they're trying to get followers, and their deceptive tactics come out. You see it as they talk through things, as they try to make arguments. They're trying to get gotcha moments for people who haven't heard the arguments before and aren't prepared to give an answer.
So you saying you prepared? That's what he's saying. He's prepared to give an answer. Okay, we're going to.
Yep, and that's why you guys want to engage with me 1-on-1, 2-on-1, 3-on-1, 4-on-1, 5-on-1, 6-on-1. You won't engage with me at all. So,
things like Jesus' color, when they want to focus on just Jesus' hair in Revelation 1:14, when it says his head and his hair. See the difference?
Pause it. So you see how he wiped his face?
yes, so because I wipe my face, even though that covers the entire front of my head, he thinks I'm only talking about my face, but I never say face because I'm not only talking about my face. Just like when I tap the side of my head to say hair, that doesn't mean I'm only talking about sideburns or something or the side hair. No, I'm talking about all of it, the same with the head.
Let me tell you something about the white man. He has been put on a pedestal his entire life. Right.
He has no idea my background. He's just about to demonize me because he wants to tear me down and have his followers have a negative perception of me in order to make them think that his argument stands when it doesn't.
White supremacy now is the blood that pumps through his veins. It's his racism spews out of his pores. He can't help it. So he speaks in a monotone, condescending tone, and you're just supposed to believe him because of his hair color, his skin color, and his eye color. Because he's a white man.
And none of that came from me. You're adding that because you need to cover for yourself. The fact is I'm stating facts. Anybody who reads it in the King James Version, for example, can see what I'm saying is true because they're able to see with their own eyes what the text says. But you have to, again, demonize me because that's all you have to fall back on.
Must believe it, but that don't work on us. We are outside of the darkness now. We in the light. We can see clearly.
This is a typical cult tactic, us versus them. Don't listen to them because we have the truth. We're in the light. That's what he's doing here. This is exactly what you will find in any other cult group.
So it said his head and his face. So basically he said the head is talking about the face and the head.
No, I'm not. I'm showing everything above the neck. That's the head. Everything above the neck. That's what I'm showing here. You assume I'm only talking about the face, but I'm not.
Is talking about something separate. That's what he said, right? Y'all heard it. Okay. Well, let's look at their things they like to look at. Let's look at the word kafal, all right? Let's look at it in the commentary.
Kefale?
Revelation 1:14. Let's look at that, not the commentary, the blue letter. They like the blue letter. Let's go look at it real quick. I sent y'all the link. So you see this word, kafal or kefal, whatever you want to call it. Yes. That's the word that's used right there, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's go down. All right, so it means the head, both of men and often of animals. Since the loss of the head destroys life, this word is used as phrases relating to capital and extreme punishment, okay? Metaphor, anything supreme, chief, prominent, of persons, master, lord, of a husband to relates to a wife, of Christ, the Lord of a husband, a church, of things, the cornerstone. Okay. So it says the head, as most part readily taken hold of. Okay, literally or figuratively. Literally or figuratively, head. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go down. So let's look at some instances when this word, kafal, is used. Revelation 1:14 is that. It says Matthew 5:36. Let's look at Matthew 5:36. No, you go down. It's on the screen. Go down. Oh, okay. Let's look at it. So Matthew 5:36 is one of the times where this word head is used. Let's look at it.
Matthew 5, verse 36.
Go ahead.
Neither shalt thou swear by thy head, because thou canst not make one hair white or black.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Neither shalt thou swear by thy head, because thou canst not make one hair white or black. Is that?
Yes, we have hair on our head. There's no question about that. The hair is attached to our head. But notice in the text we're dealing with in Revelation chapter 1, it refers to the head as one thing and the hair as something else. So it is distinguishing them, even though they're attached. Yes, of course. It is distinguishing them specifically and highlighting both of them. But notice what you're going to do here. Yeah, as we go through, you're going to focus on all of these references to head being on the very top. And the problem you run into is it says his head and his hair. So it's not just a reference to the very top. As with when John the Baptist had his head removed, it's everything above the neck.
On your nose?
Come on.
Is that on your cheekbone? Because he said the head is the face. He went just because he's white, we just supposed to believe it. Read 6:17.
Matthew 6, verse 17.
Go ahead.
But thou, when thou fastest,
Uh-huh.
anoint thine head
Read.
and wash thy face.
So face is a different word from head. It said anoint your head. Where you anoint your head at, brothers?
I'm well aware that prosopon is the word for face and it is a distinct word from kephale. But guess what? We can also talk about the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the ears, the beard, which is of course what you want kephale to refer to, and it doesn't. It's pogon. That's the word for beard that John the Revelator easily could have used, Jesus easily could have said, and he didn't. And so, yes, there is the whole unit that is the head, and there are different things that are part of it or attached to it. The hair is attached to it. The face is a part of it. The ears are a part of it. All of these things are true. And yet, going back to John the Baptist, what was removed? Right here. Jesus' head and his hair were white like wool, white as snow. None of it relates to texture. It's about color. Just like white like snow doesn't mean cold and wet.
Anoint your nostrils? Do you anoint your earlobe? Do you anoint your eyelids? Do you anoint your eyebrows? Do you anoint the middle of your forehead? Where did you anoint that, brothers? The top of your head where your hair is.
And what if you've balded and lost all your hair? Can you still anoint the top of your head? Yeah, you can. It doesn't matter. It's not about hair being anointed. If you have hair, great. You anoint the top of your head still. If you don't, you still anoint the top of your head. It's not about the hair. It's about the head. And the very top of it is where you pour the oil to anoint it in that context. But again, in Revelation 1, you want head to mean beard. That's the problem you're running into.
Go to the next one.
Matthew 8, verse 20. And Jesus said unto him, the foxes have holes,
Read.
and the birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man have not where to lay his head.
Wait a minute. Do a man sleep on his nose and his mouth? You're going to suffocate. Wait a minute. This is getting real bad. No, we ain't done. No, keep going down. I got some more for him. Go down real quick. I got more for him. Go down. No.
Keep going. It's all just a straw man because I never suggested it meant face. It's the whole head.
No, keep going. I got something else. Going down. Hold up. Go down to John. Go to John for me real quick. I can use all of these, y'all. I can use all of these. But I'm going to go to John real quick. Go to John. Go up. What else I said I wanted from John? 19 and 2.
John 19, verse 2.
Go ahead.
And the soldiers planted a crown of thorns and put it on his head.
No, they put it on his nose, brother.
And put it on his head.
No, that's his face.
And put it on his head.
So the same word that's used in all these scriptures for the word head is also used in Revelation 1:14 for head. Meaning what? The top of the head where the hair is. So when it said his head and his hair is white like wool, what our elders have been teaching for 30 plus years is exactly what it means.
And you're being disingenuous. What are you saying? His scalp and his hair were white like wool? I mean, what does it mean? His hair and his hair were white like wool? It doesn't just mean the top of his head. That's the point. It means his head, the whole unit. You want it to just be hair, only hair. You're making all these arguments, and then you're going to come back and say his hair and his beard. See the problem? You're being disingenuous. You are intentionally misleading the people that are listening to you because you're not properly even representing what you yourself believe when you're trying to exegete the text, if you can even call this exegesis.
You're gonna learn today that the hair on his head and the hairs on his face were white in color, woolly in texture.
And here you go. You want the wool, even though it says white like wool, somehow that refers to texture. White like for anything refers to color. Why does white like snow mean color? Why doesn't it mean cold and wet? Explain that. Why does it only mean color with snow and not with wool? In Isaiah 1:18, it says, though your sins be scarlet, they will be like wool. Is that referring to the texture of your sin? No, it's not. This is a reference to color. They will be cleansed. They will be clean. They will be pure white is the point. But you can't let the text just mean what it says.
Hey, can we show him say this again? He said head.
Yeah, show him go back and say,
He
yeah, I
said
told
head.
you
He
to sound
touched
white. I told you to
He
sound
touched
white.
his
To be
nose.
honest. Yeah, he percolating white. Come on, man. Go back to it. I ain't done with him. I ain't done with him.
Hey, Cat, see, we know you Edomites, y'all wildebeest, so we know how to grow out your face.
Right.
But Jacob don't do that.
Right.
We got smooth skin, bro. Stop that.
Go ahead. Go back to it. Play it again. Rest that part where he said his head and his hair and his face and all that. Go ahead.
In Revelation 1:14, when it says his head and his hair. See the difference? They want to talk about his feet.
No, we don't see the
They
difference.
don't want to go and see what is
we
that?
pause it. We definitely don't see the difference because ain't no difference. What are you talking about? So watch this. Go to the next in the lexicon. You guys are scared of the lexicon. You won't go there. I'll go to it. Go to Matthew chapter 6, verse 17 in the lexicon. Let's look at Matthew chapter 6, verse 17. It's the next link I gave you. Go ahead. So in the lexicon, Matthew chapter 6, verse 17. The face. What did it say? A biblical outline. What did it say?
Of biblical usage, the face, the front of the human head.
The front of the human head.
Yes, the face is the front of the human head. It is part of the head. But I never said just face, did I?
Go ahead.
Countenance. Look.
That's all you got to do. Just keep going down. Let's go to it. Now go on down. I want you going down. Let's look at Matthew 6, 17. Let's go down. Let's read Matthew 6, 17. Start at 16. Let's see what it says.
Matthew 6, 16.
Uh-huh.
Moreover, when ye fast, be not as the hypocrites of a sad countenance.
Read.
For they disfigure their faces.
They disfigure their faces.
that
Go
they
ahead.
may appear unto men to fast.
Go ahead.
Verily I say unto you, they have their reward.
Go ahead.
But thou, when thou fastest, anoint thine head.
That's kafal. That's the word kafal. Meaning the top. You anoint the top of your head where your hair is. Read.
And wash thy face.
So face is a different word. That's not the word that's used in Revelation 1:14. That's not the word that's used in Revelation 1:14 for head.
Never for a second did I think or imagine that it was there. No, it's head. I've said it probably 5 times already. The head was what John the Baptist had removed. That's what it's referring to. That includes the face, though.
Go back to Revelation 1:14 again for me.
Revelations 1 verse 14.
This is really bad. And this is there. This is what they like to do. You asked for this. I don't want to go to this. I don't like to go into this Hebrew and Greek stuff. We like to stay straight in the scriptures. You wanted this.
Right.
So since you wanted this, let us show you the image of the gods.
Revelations,
Wasn't talking about Christ's face. You go back to it.
Revelations 1 verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hairs are white like wool. Go
As
ahead.
white as snow.
As white as snow. Go ahead.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
And his eyes was a flame of fire. So it said his head and his hairs are white like wool. So they may say, you guys only stick to the King James. You don't deal with anything else. You only want to go to the King James. Well, how about we go to the NIV, which you love so much? Go to the NIV. Look at Revelation 1:14. I'm telling you, y'all, it's getting bad. It's horrible. It's horrible. Go to Revelation 1:14. Let me show you something. All right, zoom in, Jews. Revelation 1:14.
Revelation
Hold on, zoom in. I want the world to see it. Take your time. Revelation 1:14 in the NIV. Number 1 at the very top. What did it say?
The hair on his head was white like wool.
That's in your version. The hair on his head, white like wool, in your version of the Bible that you love. Showing you that we've been right the whole time. We ain't never broke it down wrong.
It's sad when you're dependent upon a paraphrase to try to make your point. The Greek itself, and as is accurately reflected in the King James Version and other translations that have it literal, says his head and his hair. In fact, in Greek, it says, Heide kephale atu kai hai trikes. So, hey is the day, is the post-positive. So, and kephale, that's head, atu of him, his head, kai, and the hair, hey trikes, the hair. So his head and his hair. Very clear. It's dealing with them separately. The hair and his head. Now, just to be clear, I mean the whole thing. The whole thing, including his hair. Okay? Hopefully now you understand.
We've been on pernt. You understand? Look down at the Berean Bible. Look at the Berean Bible.
Berean Standard Bible. The hair of his head was white like wool.
The hair of his head, kafal, right? It's kafal, the Greek word, of his head was white like wool. Look at the English Standard Bible. They love the ESV.
English Standard Version.
Uh-huh.
The hairs of his head were white like wool, like snow.
Oh my God. Why y'all keep messing with us? We didn't want to do this. We didn't want to destroy you.
You're not. You're making yourself look ridiculous to anyone who cares to even slightly check the facts.
But now we got to bury you even deeper. It's day 14, baby. Yo.
It's bad when you get beat at home.
You get beat in your home court.
Yeah, it's bad.
We come into your house and whoop your ass.
We just put up 100 on you.
Right, real quick.
And it's the first quarter.
In your crib. Now give me Daniel 10, verse 5. Give me Daniel chapter 10, verse 5. We're just dealing with the hair right now. And the face, which is 2 different words. They wanted it. Okay, go ahead.
The book of Daniel 10, verse 5.
Go ahead.
Then I lift up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz. His body also was like the beryl.
Read.
And his face.
And his what?
His face.
And now this ain't the crown of the head. This not describing the hair texture. Now this is talking about his face. Go ahead.
And his face as the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamps of fire,
Read.
and his arms and his feet like in color
Read.
to polished brass.
And his arm.
So given that the face is the front of the head, and it says his face is like lightning, what is the implication of that? What is the color of lightning? I'm curious. You see, if the head is white like wool, white like snow, That includes the face. You're actually making my point for me.
And his feet like in color to polished brass. No, that's too fast. We ain't getting there yet. We just want to deal with the face. Matthew 17:1. Yes, sir. We just gonna deal with the face.
You gonna learn
The
today?
book of Matthew 17, verse 1. And after 6 days, Jesus taketh Peter, James, and John his brother, and bringeth them up into an high mountain apart, and was transfigured before them.
And he was transfigured before them, read.
And his face.
And what happened?
His face.
And his face, read.
Did shine as the sun.
And his face shined as the sun.
You're making the point again. Thank you. So the face is the front of the head. If the head is shining white like wool, white as snow, then the face is doing it as well because the face is part of it. And so what we're probably seeing here in Revelation 1 is the fulfillment of the glorification of the Son that is seen and prefigured in the transfiguration in Matthew chapter 17, where his glory was on display, and now as John is seeing him, his glory is on display.
His face was illuminated with glory. Right. But he still was a man of color. He still was a black man because his arms and his feet were like in color to polished brass. So the hair of his head and the hair on his face was white like wool, white as snow. And it say that in your translations of the Bible. I always wondered, I never heard them read Revelation 1:14 in the NIV.
And this is why you'll never catch me reading the NIV, because it's not literal. I prefer to stick with literal translations that are true to the Greek text. I may cite it to show a pattern where a text is translated a certain way over and over, but I'm never reading it.
They'll only read it in the King James and then try to confound us when they say his head and his hairs are white like wool.
No, there's lots of translations that render it literally, and as I already read it in the Greek and we saw what it meant there, I prefer to just stick with what the Greek actually says. And so it stops there. I mean, they go on in the video, and there was stuff before this too, but as far as I'm aware, this is the only part that actually addresses me specifically. So maybe we'll save that for another day. We may do something different altogether with that. I'm not sure how we'll handle that. But the point is yeah, they wanted to come after me here. They had to build a straw man, right? They had to create an argument I didn't make and settle and focus on that and try to knock that argument down. No, the head, the whole thing, and his hair were white like wool, white as snow. Not woolly, white as. That's color. Pure and simple.